Welcome to my review of my Caponord. It's a nice spring day, the lambs are out, and I've just pushed the bike to the end of the drive to have a little review and a ride. So here we go. I've had the bike now for 4 years. It's an 03, as you can see. It's a Mark 1. The first thing I done on the bike, obviously we serviced it, so oil change, filter and everything else. We also changed the drain plug, which is down there, to a KTM item, which is a lot more robust, or seems a lot more robust than the Allen headed one that was installed from the factory. Also, while we're down here, I fitted a temperature gauge on the oil tank, which, whether it's a gadget or not, it's nice to know what your oil temperature is. Okay, on the rear shock, after riding it for a while, it cooked the rear shock, it dumped the oil out, so I had the shock rebuilt and a hyper progressive spring fitted, the purple spring there. And whilst I was in there, I stripped the dog bone and re-greased the needle roller bearings in there, which kind of really wants doing, you know, every couple of years, depending if you're riding it in the winter. I changed out the rear exhaust, or some lighter, much fruitier sounding Leo Vince ones, which still doesn't seem to make it much lighter. They're the ones with the removable baffles. The baffles are in at the moment. Still sounds great. Okay. We also changed the rear wheel bearings, cush drive rubbers, and the chain and sprockets. I had to carry out a repair on the speed sensor here. These seem to fail. They can be replaced. Mine has been rebooted and potted. You can kind of see the line there, where it's been repotted. New pads in the rear caliper. I fitted this to prevent oil in my airbox. So basically it breathes from the rear valve cover into this port here, goes through a filtration system, and there's another tube. Let's see if I can focus in on it here, and that goes back to the top of the airbox. And I've now had that fitted for 20,000 miles and eradicate the oil, and every oil change I end up dumping a bit of cappuccino-y moisture and oil out of here. Okay, what else have we done? On the front end, I purchased these Brembo brake calipers and a different master cylinder up front to kind of give it a bit better braking, because the braking does seem to, let's just say, it struggles. They work well, but it's such a heavy bike, and every little bit helps, so I kind of hope that's better. Maybe it's a bit of bling, but okay. Up front, what did we do? So these clocks are notorious for failing with a capacitor that is powered constantly whilst the battery's on the bike and the fuses are in, which runs the clock. So over time it burns out, open circuit. So first thing happens, your dashboard starts losing certain functions and getting them back maybe when it's hot. So that's what happened to mine. So I replaced the capacitor. Well, I actually had it replaced. Quite a fiddly little thing. And yeah, so that's all good to go. What else? Fuel tank. The fuel tank, we stripped the pump out and replaced the delivery hoses inside the tank, which are notoriously get eaten by the E10, the ethanol in our fuel in the UK. So I replaced the hoses, cleaned the teabag filter, replaced the internal filter, and yeah, popped the back, resealed it. We also, there's a bike coming, so I'm going to lean this way so you can see it. We also done the valve check on it. So I at 20,000 miles, we done the valves. Just been chatting to that chap there on his Harley. Thought I'd broken down. Cheeky bugger. Nice guy. Anyway, so back to the bike. So we adjusted the valves. I adjusted the valves because I think three were slightly out. Not they weren't completely gone. So what I thought I would do is, instead of put it all back together, I think I ended up changing the tolerances on 6, and I put them in the midway, so not too tight, not too loose, in the middle. So hopefully I won't have to adjust it ever again. And I think that sums up pretty much everything I've done to the bike since I've had it. Obviously I service it every year, and as a heavy adventure bike, it's absolutely great. It's fantastic bang for the buck. It handles really well. You can do about 250 plus miles on a tank full. You could get 300 if you're lucky. This one has a catfish map on it. Not a catfish, a swordfish map. I did try the catfish, but now it has the swordfish, which is meant to be the juicier map. And I did set it up with an oxygen sensor, because this one, being a Mark 1 and an 03, doesn't have the oxygen sensor, so it works in its open loop I think. So I put one down the pipes and set it up to the perfect setting, 14.7 to 1. Got it the best I could, and yeah, it runs really well, goes really well. Fuel economy, 2-up riding, I can get anywhere between 55 and 45 depending how you twist the throttle. So my review of this bike, it's a damn good bike and it's fantastic value for money. Tyres, I've managed to get 12,000 miles out of the previous set of Michelin Anarchy free tyres, so that's what I fitted again on the bike, so they're pretty good value for money. I've changed the front lights to LED lights and the parking light to LED lights, and I've also fitted on here temperature display and voltage. Same again here, but this is amperage and voltage here, and also a charger for charging up phones and such likes on the bike. So that's about it really. That sums up my Caponord review and all the little jobs that I've done on it. It's a fantastic bike. That's not really my drive, by the way. Somebody else's drive actually. I could tell you, but I'm not going to. Yeah, fantastic bike. Doesn't overheat, goes like the clappers. I think I've seen about 125 on the display. It's meant to do a bit more. But yeah, it's just a fantastic bike and I love it to pieces. It's great for long distances. I've been to Spain on it a couple of times. I've been to Italy, Portugal on it last year. Just a fantastic bike for the money and goes anywhere, do anything. One word of warning, just don't drop it because it is so heavy. You won't be able to pick it up unless you're the Hulk. So thanks for watching, and any questions, pop them in the comments. I've mostly missed something, but anyway, it's spring here in Suffolk and the capo is out on the road. So thanks for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye.